Hey everybody, welcome back to Area 51. Welcome back to a channel update. I do this every once in a while just as the mood hits me that I need to change the channel. This is totally unscripted, and I just want to bring you up to speed on what's going on with Area 51, where I'm going and what's happening. Now, I mentioned about 2 months ago that there was a change coming in my life, some changes, and then one of the changes is I'm doing this on the last day of May. It's the 31st of May today, 2020. And in 26 days, actually 17 working days from now, I'm retiring. I'm done work. After 47 years, I am retiring, fully pensioned. Actually, I get ended up with 2 pensions. My wife is pensioned out, so I'm going to be retired, which I'm really looking forward to. It's been in the phases for a long time. I was going to do this at 55, but decided to go a little longer. So I'm still young enough to enjoy my life, and that's what I'm going to do. So a lot of people are saying, well, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to collect, I'm going to hunt, I'm going to do a ton of stuff. And one thing that I am going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting back on YouTube a little bit. For the last 2 years on this channel, I have done 3 movies a week for 2 years. And on my RC channel, I was doing about 1 a week. So I've made a little over 2,000 videos over the last 13 years. I've been on YouTube 13 years. And between the 2 channels, I have about 3,100 subscribers. So why am I cutting back? Certain things. Right now the RC season is starting. Now last year I took pretty much the whole RC season off. I only took the planes up about 30 times, which may sound a lot, but it's actually not. I usually fly 30 times a month to 35. I almost fly every single day. And it got to a point after 12 years of constantly flying that I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And when I get to something that I don't enjoy anymore, I kind of back away from it or take some time away from it. And that's what was happening with the RC planes and the RC cars and the boats. I just felt like it was becoming a job that I had to do it. So I backed way off. Didn't even put the boats in the water. Even after I rebuilt them all, I crawled only. I didn't do any bashing. And I only flew about 30 times with the planes. And I'm glad I took that year off, because now I'm excited to get back at it. The season has started. We flew yesterday. Beautiful weather for flying today. Not so much today. But so I will be flying pretty much every weekend from now on. So I'm going to be very involved with the RCs again, and I'm looking forward to it. But I'm still going to be hunting. Now, here's how the world works for Mike in Area 51. My very first love has always been toys and figures. The next thing are my statues that you see here, and then comics and then Lego and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. With the whole COVID-19 and DC and Marvel looking like they're going to go more to digital than anything else, and I have to be honest with you, DC and Marvel have not been putting out good books for quite some time. So I'm hunting the older books. It's what I enjoy finding. Now with David Judy closing, it's going to make it a little tougher for me. I'm going to have to find these books at other places, and that's fine. But I'm not going to be bringing in the newer books much anymore. I'm not a comic book reader. I know guys like Metarog, Silver Age Dave, Boy Who Has Seven, and Alex the Comic Hoarder. They are probably the most comic book savvy people you'll ever come across. And comic books are their life. They know the storylines. They know the first who got, first appearances of so-and-so and all the whole, they know everything. And that's awesome. I love to watch their channels, and they're very enjoyable to watch. For me, that's how I am with toys. Toys have always been a big part of my life, and figures. That's where I started when I was a kid. I was hunting toys when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, and I've never stopped. Toys are an art form for me, and I absolutely love them. And I've got a ton of figures to show you, and statues are right there at like 99.9%. I love my statues. But on this side, and with my statues, I have to be careful. I've got 160 statues in this room, all that, and they go from basically the smallest 1/10 up to quarter scale. And there's very high-end statues, there's middle-of-the-road statues, and then there's kind of beginning statues. So I've got 160 of them in here, and I'm a NECA guy. As you can see behind me, I'm very into NECA. It is my NECA quarter scale is what I really hunt. It's what I really enjoy. But I'm running out of room. Now, a lot of people say, well, why don't you sell stuff so you can get stuff? I don't like doing that kind of thing. I buy these because they say something to me and I feel a passion for them. And for me to sell them just isn't what I want to do. So I've made a decision that quarter scale statues are pretty much done for me as far as the big sideshow polystone. I just don't have the room. I do have the budget, that's not a problem. It's just I don't have the room. and I don't enjoy them as much as NECA. So I am always on the hunt for NECA. I have a couple. You know, my grail is the Gandalf the Grey. If I can ever find that, that is my grail. I don't know if I'll ever find it. The Eric Draven Crow. I want to get the Crow. That is the next one. I mean, I've covered a lot of bases with NECA this year and covered 3 of my grails I've gotten in the last year and a half, and I'm very happy to get them. So I'm not backing off from statues. I have 5 pre-orders. But I'm not sure when they're going to come in with this whole COVID thing and then the slowdown from China. I may not see those till next year. So I do have 5 pre-orders. I'm waiting for those. There's Juggernaut, the Dreamer, Iceman, Iron Giant, and I can't remember what the 5th one is. But I do have 5 on pre-order. And I know I'll get them. I just don't know when. I don't think I'll see any more this year. I'm not buying any more statues that don't appeal to me. They have to appeal to me or I'm not picking them up. It's just that simple. I still have room probably for about another 20 in here, but after that then I'm going to be a little tough on them. So that's where we're kind of going with that. I'm not stopping doing videos. I'm going to probably drop back to about 1 video a week, because I'm going to be working more, just as much on the RC. So I'm going to start my RC channel up. Haven't put an RC movie up in 11 months. So I want to start doing the RC again, and I might overlap and put some of the stuff here. So you might see comic book, or you might see nerd-related activity, and then you might see RC stuff. So you'll know right away whether you want to watch it or not. So that's kind of where we're going to go with that. That's what I'm doing with my channel. I'm not shutting down or anything. Another thing that I've been enjoying is Instagram. Instagram has been really, really great. I'll put my Instagram probably below here. And I've enjoyed the Instagram. You can take a picture every day, get it up very quick. There's no editing, none of that stuff. You can get it done very fast, and you get in touch with as many people. I mean, I've been at 1,200 subscribers on this site for almost a year. I can't seem to get past it, and it's no big deal. I don't care about the subscribers. I have 20 or 30 friends that watch, and that's fine with me. I was doing a live show. I did 12 live shows. I think I'm going to put that on hold for a while. Live shows are a lot of work, and you just, when you're getting 4 or 5 people that watch and that's it, what's the point of even doing it? So I won't be doing that for a while. Maybe when Marcello and I and Mr. Garrel and stuff have something really amazing, we'll do 1 or 2, but maybe 3 or 4 a year or something like that. I don't plan on doing those I was doing them every Sunday, then I went to every second Sunday, and I've kind of just backed off of it from that. It's just not really worth it for all the work I have to do on it, and I'm going to be focusing on, like I say, all this other stuff, plus my family now that I'm retiring. My granddaughters and I and my family are going to be doing a lot of traveling around and seeing things and doing things. The COVID thing here is starting to wind down. We are getting more freedoms and moving forward, but we're still staying safe. We're still certain things that if we do go out of town to go shopping, we do wear our gloves and our masks, and we always social distance wherever we are here. But we are coming out of it slowly and getting back to normal. School goes back into normal on a graduated scale here. School starts tomorrow. Honestly, I don't know why they're going back to school for 1 month. It makes no sense to me. But anyways, that's where I'm at. And I also have some physical issues that I have to deal with as I've grown up over the years. I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6'4", and I've always been around 220, 230, 240. So I've always, no matter what job I've had, I've always been the mule. And I've worn my back out. I have to have an operation, which is probably going to put me down for about a year. I'm going to have to get my back rotted. I've got 5 discs that have completely been crushed. I've got a bulging disc, and I've got an alarming narrowing. I can't even pick up my grandkids right now because they tell me that there's a possibility I could break my back if I pick up anything more than 15 or 20 pounds. So I'm having to be careful there. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. It was supposed to happen, but then this whole virus thing showed up, and all those surgeries have been canceled. And then when I've done that, I got to get my knees fixed. I had a motorcycle accident, destroyed my knees. I've been in braces for years, but that has come to a halt because I have osteoarthritis, so I've got to get that taken care of. So I'll be done with that for a while. I'm kind of like, if I was a horse, they'd shoot me. But that's just what happens with life. I mean, you do things, and I wasn't kind to myself when I was younger. I was an extremist. I would ski down mountainsides. I would mountain bike jump. We were riding mountain bikes back when I was 13, made out of our old 10 speeds and crashing and just bashing ourselves all up and just not taking care of ourselves. We were jumping off of buildings into straw bales and injuring ourselves. I mean, no wonder my back is wrecked, but. So I wasn't very kind to myself when I was younger, and when you get older, you start to pay for it. So I'm going to have some surgeries and stuff like that. But I'm getting back on my bikes. I've been riding about 20 to 30 kilometers a week, maybe a little bit more. Not like Silver Age Dave, who runs like 50 miles a day. I don't do that, but I'm getting there. Trying to lose some weight. I'm a little heavier than I normally am. It's because my back and my knees, I'm pretty pretty not able to do a lot of things. I have to be extremely careful what I do right now until I get these things repaired. So once I can get back on the bikes and ride hard, I can probably drop some weight, and I need to. I mean, I'm a fat boy, and I don't want to be. Never was until I damaged my back. But that's where I'm going. There still will be videos, but I mean, you may see 2 or 3 videos a week. It all depends. I'm not going to be restricted to how many videos I'll do. You'll definitely get 1, but you might get 2 or 3. I don't know if I find something really cool. But I'm going to be focusing more on the figures and the toys more than anything else at this point. Comics pretty much are dead here. With Dave and Judy gone now, and my LCS only opens maybe once or twice a month. There's just no books here right now. So my LCS pickups are pretty much done, and I don't do eBay or anything like that because the shipping is nuts. If I find them at the Value Village, I'll pick them up there. Or if I go to and cons are out, so I won't be buying anything at cons. And I'm a cover buyer. I'm 100%. I testify that I'm a cover buyer. I love the covers. I don't really care for the stories inside. I like to grade books. I'll probably grade some books, and I probably will start to grade some toys as well. I want to get some toys graded, and so I'm going to be doing that. But toys and figures are going to be my main focus. I am going to change this room on the other side, not this one, but the toy room. I don't care for the look I have with those shelves, those black shelves. I hate those things. So I'm going to go to more of a shelf, a white melamine shelf all the way up, because I've got my big Star Wars stuff is all over the place. I want to be able to have a shelf of Star Wars vehicles all the way around. I have pre-ordered the 6-inch Snowspeeder. I also, for the first time, got involved on a Kickstarter with the Todd McFarlane Spawn, the 2020 Spawn. That's the first one I've ever done. I've never been involved in a Kickstarter before, so I got involved with that. I'm very excited. I just went for the single package, and I think delivered to my door was $69. But as he hit $3.5 million on that Kickstarter. I think he was hoping just to get to $1 million. He hit 3.5. Couldn't pass up not going. I was very excited for that Spawn Kickstarter. But every time we hit a goal, we got something new. So now I get 2 heads. I get a comic book, a possible signature, a sleeve with a box, some chain, I do believe a Necrosword. So every time you hit another milestone, you got something more. So with Kickstarter, jump in early if you want it, because as they hit goals, you get more for the same amount of money. I won't see that Spawn figure until November. It's all gone through. They've got my address, they took my payment, it's all done. And I'm going to be showing you some more of my Spawn stuff. I've got some Spawn stuff boxed and whatnot, so I'm going to show you some of my Spawn, just getting you ready for that November issue of the Spawn 2020. I'm very looking forward to that. If you didn't get on that, I hope you did, but if you didn't, that's the way it goes. Also, I'm looking more at indie comics, and I don't mean like IDW and Boom Press. I'm talking Indiegogo campaigns. So I'm looking at some of those kind of books, crowdfunded, Indiegogo, Kickstarter. So I'm thinking about looking at some of those books, because same thing, you back a book, there's only so many, and then they throw in certain things like original drawings and stuff. So they're a little bit more expensive. I mean, they're not cheap, but I think if I do go the comic route, I probably will go with Kickstarter and Indiegogo campaigns, because I think they just offer a little bit more. Marvel and DC, I'm not sure where they're going right now, and the stories are terrible. Like the newest Red Sonja, the death of Red Sonja is terrible. The art is terrible. The story is terrible. I have no idea how that got past muster at Marvel, or at Dynamite, but it's terrible. Anyway, don't want to get on that, but that's where I'm at. Not much is going to change. I'm just going to change and redirect and focus on what I focus on. And right now, that's toys and figures. Well, not right now. It's always been. I've always been a toy collector. I think they're beautiful works of art. And the statue room, I'll always be showing you stuff in here. But and Instagram, I love Instagram. It's the best. So that's where I'm at. I won't be leaving YouTube. It's just that I won't be putting up as many videos. But I'll still be watching all of your videos. You guys know who you are that I watch, and I'm glad to see a lot of you on Instagram. But that's it for Area 51. Looking forward to some exciting times for me. I've come to the end of my work life, and I'm very excited. I've been looking and planning for this for almost 3 years, and it's here, and I'm ready to go. So 17 working days from now, I'm finished, and I'm very excited. And then it's on to having some fun. Every day will be Saturday. What can I tell you? That's great. So anyways, thank you very much. Area 51's home of the superheroes, with just an update on where I'm going on the channel. And drop a link. Stay in touch. I will watch your videos, and like I say, I don't know how many videos I'll do. I may do more than just the one. I might do a lot more, but I'm going to be focusing a lot on RCs this year, because I really backed off last year. Something I really want to do this year. So if you're interested, I can throw the RCs on this channel as well, or just leave them on my other channel and you can go have a look. Let me know what you want to do, because I know sometimes people don't care for that crossover stuff. They want to keep it just a figure and a comic channel. They don't want the RC stuff in there or whatever. But that's where I'm going to go. So leave me a comment. I'm happy to answer any question. You have any question you want to answer, just let me know. And we'll catch you on the next one. Area 51, home of the superheroes. Stay safe. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.